welcome to this one-day state-level seminar on role of youth in enhancing participative democracy, organized by the International Center Goa, the Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, and the Media Information and Communication Center of India. Some of you must be aware that this is one of our annual seminars that we have on issues related to Goa. This particular seminar is important because all the speakers, moderators, chairpersons of the sessions that are going through whole day are all students of different colleges from different parts of Goa. So before we proceed, let me invite the trustee of Media Information and Communication Center of India and elected trustee of ICG, Mr. Colin Curry, to light the lamp and start the seminar. I would also like to request Father Walter to kindly join Mr. Curry to light the lamp. Mr. Shinde also, and any of the students can also join to start the seminar. Please. Now may I request Mr. Curry to kindly make his introductory remarks and welcome all the students.
Good morning to all of you. It's nice and wonderful to see a big lot of people here in this auditorium today. We have so many of the youth festivals happening here, seminars and workshops. And we always crave for more students to come and be active in this, because eventually it all relates down to good governance in this country for the betterment of you and your future. And it's wonderful to know that principals of colleges are here and other faculty who are also encouraging students to be here. Good morning to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the International Center Goa, Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, which is our collaborator, and Media Information Communication Center of India. We have gathered here today to discuss a very important and significant topic. As you are all aware, we have been organizing seminars on the role of youth in democracy for a very long time, and I'm happy at this time also we have the large participation here, especially the youth and college students of this state. India is a young nation. Going by the census report of 2011, youth between the ages of 10 to 24 make up nearly 33% of the next voters of this, or the current voters of this country. We also have 75% of age group of 35 growing at the rate of 2% every year. So that is going to be a big amount. In the next 5 or 10 years, we're going to have at least about 60% of people up to the age of 35 will be our voters and will make decisions on who's going to run this country. Effective youth participation means that young people are not seen as passive recipients of national resources or the root cause of society problems. Instead, they are seen as stakeholders who make an important contribution to their country's development and whose involvement must therefore be appropriately nurtured and cultivated. They are expected to contribute to the country's reconstruction and development efforts through active involvement in moral regeneration efforts and supporting government programs geared to fighting poverty, illiteracy, unemployment and crime. When talking about participation, it is important to look closely at the nature of participation, where success is measured not only by its scope, such as the number of young people who participate, but also by its quality. The youth have to realize that life demands engagement with large issues of public and social engagement is essential, but it has to be built on values of equality, tolerance, and compassion for those who have less. While their involvement with public action to push the frontiers and definitions of a participatory democracy are important, public action should be tempered with a continual willingness to learn. Participatory governance involving youth has been highlighted by many thinkers. However, the number of youth actually involved in the government process is negligible. While economics are being lavishly passed around in these post-election days about how participatory democracy is vibrant in India, and inconvenient questions need to be raised. What is youth representation in politics? Importantly, currently in India, the number of youth between 25 to 40 years of age in the parliament is only 71. Further, a mere 8.6% of them have been part of student politics. A more 25% of college students in India aspire to become a student leader, with voting pattern averaging 30 to 40%, showing a lack of student representation and participation among the youth. One of the reasons could be the absence of specific institutions for the training of young people for leadership and public service. While national competitive exams are held each year for induction into the Indian Administrative Services and the Indian Foreign Services, there is no equivalent for political organizations that should be. Organizations such as the Youth Congress and the extreme right-wing Rashtriya Swamik Sen Sangh exist mainly to draw young people in minions of more established party figures. It predicts the need for better representation of youth at a time when socio-political action and debates have gone viral, where 4 out of even 5 users in the world logging into Facebook is the youth between the age of 18 to 25 years, where 73% of wired American teens use social networking websites with an increase in internet usage of 74% among adults 18 years and older as of the 2009 census. The grassroots approach in solving issues provided the perfect training ground for them to understand the needs of the society and assist in the decision-making process. The youth have been able to guide the society and assist in providing informed choices to people. The Indo-US nuclear deal is the best example wherein major prominent youth civil society organizations ran campaigns and effectively used the tool of social network to give information on the benefits of the nuclear deal. Similarly, they have been instrumental in throwing light on subjects like corruption, India against corruption, voter awareness, Jagte Raho, social entrepreneurship, Jagriti Yatra, etc. Recently, a delegation of 11 diaspora Goa youth from Kolhapur came to Goa in order to promote national integration as part of the Nehru Yuva Kendra. It was a youth exchange program. The pivotal role of youth who are fresh with ideas and not ideals can help in the movement towards a transparent civil social structure which can influence the political administration for the benefit of the society. Youth arts and sports clubs, once a prominent site in Kerala's village, have the dual role to encourage youth participation in social and political activities through awareness and also empowering the people for rights and assisting them at various levels. Over the years, this has decreased owing to the relative unimportance and support given by the politicians, politics and state machinery in promoting such youth initiatives, in spite of the fact that they were effective systems to encourage youth towards politics and disseminate information at the grassroots level. Goa has always had a history of student movements, be it the late 70s that led to 50% concession for students traveling by local bus, or more recently during the recent medium of instruction issue, the Goa youth can come forward again. Goa students have formed a group called Voice of Students, where around 25 colleges are part of it. They have come together to fight for a common cause. In addition to fighting for their rights, the youth also need to take responsibility of the society. We do not want garbage lying around. yet we cannot convince the municipalities to deal with it. So you take the lead by segregating garbage in your own homes and societies, creating compost of the waste and using it to grow more trees, creating a greener Goa. The foundation of the Goa Youth Brigade are going to show the way towards garbage handling in Margao and Panaji. They have taken to their task with gusto to teach the residents segregation of garbage. Nobody wants traffic jams slowly strangulating the city, yet the traffic planners and police seem to unable to unsnarl the mess. You show the way, use carpools, public transport, etc., cycles for that matter. Nobody wants a shortage of water and vanishing parks, gardens and open spaces, yet complaints seems to get us nowhere. You take the initiative to create awareness among your family, friends and neighbors about water harvesting, solar energy, etc. There is a Facebook page of Youth of Goa where the group models to unite all the Goan youth and offer an interactive and supportive global cyberspace within which the youth can explore, discuss and partner on issues related to the state of Goa. The educated youth should initiate steps to teach the illiterate people in their neighborhood. You could teach them elementary reading and writing and also educate them about hygiene and the need for cleanliness. Swami Vivekananda said, "Give me 100 young men and I will transform India." I say you don't have to wait for a leader to follow. Be your own leaders. Because those with the power don't use it for citizens, and citizens who own the power in democracy don't know how to claim what is theirs. We lack the power. Those who use it also lack responsibility. And here, as I've always said, is the need of a fifth estate, compromising of civil society whose main front is the youth. You have numbers, you have energy, and you have the opportunity. Use them. Let every youth live his life fully. Give form to every feeling, expression to every thought, and reality to every dream. And not get under the influence of the creeping images of the stereotypes. Be an individual. I shall end with a quote that says, "There is a fountain of youth in all of you. It is your mind, your talents, the creativity that you bring to your life and the lives of people you love and who are around you. When you learn to tap this source, you will truly have defeated age. Because as Abraham Lincoln said, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years." I would like to sincerely thank Mr. Rajeshwar Dayal, who is the person who supports us through the Friedrich Ebert Stiftung Foundation from Germany, and all the resource persons, the people who are here as students, come in, the other faculty, members of the press and media, and International Center, Arjun Haradkar, who always does the best with being always in the background but always being successful. Thank you very much. Have a very good seminar.
For the benefit of those who are wondering what this German institute, Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, is doing here, Friedrich Ebert Stiftung is the German foundation who are our long-standing partners, and they are partnered to this seminar because besides Goa, this seminar is held in other parts of India as well, where the interests of the youth are generated on issues which are similar to different states in India. Let me also take this opportunity to brief you, especially the speakers, about the format of this seminar. As you will see, all the speakers and chairpersons or moderators of this seminar are students. We want to specially mention that this is not a debate between the students and the participants of the seminar who are not students. Everyone is welcome to add their issues and voices on the subject that we have chosen. Although there is no non-student speaker, each session will have an observer who is a senior expert in their respective area person, who will not participate in the discussion but will make his comments at the end of the session. And he will of course not be a judge. He will raise his opinions on the issues that were raised through the session, and also add to what the speakers have said or not said. I would urge the students to take this opportunity as a network facilitation wherein you are meeting your peers from different colleges and different parts of Goa. And take this opportunity to be the starting point for networking on the issues that you would like to raise after the seminar is over. So your association or your participation is not limited to this seminar which will be held just today. And last but not the least, I would encourage the non-students to also actively participate in the discussions which will follow after the speakers have spoken. With this, I would like to thank Mr. Colin Curry for setting the right tone to this seminar, and I would also like to convey the wishes of our director, Mrs. Nandini Sahai, who couldn't be here for this seminar because she was nominated by the IFI to be on the jury of Indian Panorama section. So she is viewing films, and she will view films for next 2 weeks in Delhi. With this, thank you very much, sir.